Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Here on this channel, we discover our spiritual selves. We talk about mental health, self love, and all things positive and all things high vibe. So, today we are going to talk about something that has literally changed my life over the last few years, ever since I've started to follow them. These are the few practices that I've done that have helped me get situations coming out of nowhere in my life, totally unexpected, or people randomly showing up into my life with the things that I wanted, or things would be happening, would be falling apart for everyone else, but it would be just coming together for me. And these weird situations and circumstances that have just sort of easily happened to me and come into my life, which actually made me realize that how powerful we really are and how life doesn't have to happen to us. It can happen for us, and we are the sole drivers of our lives. We are the people who really control what happens in our life instead of just going with the flow and letting life happen to us. So let's begin. The number one thing that you need to practice to have the life of your dreams is belief. If you do not believe in yourself, if you do not feel worthy of having something, no matter what you do, you cannot have that. You cannot be at the place where your heart really wants to, or that your heart really desires to be. Because these underlining or these limiting beliefs that we have at the back of our mind will always hold us back, will always remind us of how we are not worthy enough for something. Now let me tell you something: no matter what has happened in your past, no matter what mistakes you've done, they have shaped you into the person that you are today. If you've done something in the past and you've learned from it, you've grown from it, you've evolved from it, and now you are here, that itself is a big achievement for you. And you should be proud of yourself, irrespective of whatever's happened in your life. Nobody should be able to tell you if you are worthy and deserving of something or not. Not even you. Even you do not have the right to question yourself if you deserve something of or not, because guess what? You do. You absolutely do. Anything that your heart wants, you should be able to believe that it's possible for you. For the universe, there is no desire that is small or big. It's only our mind that plays tricks with us. You can have the smallest of desire, just like a free cup of coffee, or it could be a dream job. When you put this intention out in the universe, for the universe, it's literally the same thing. But for the cup of coffee, you wouldn't obsess over so much. But as per your dream job, you will have 10,000 limiting beliefs and self doubts, and just your mind being all over the place, basically, right? It's happened to you. I'm sure it has, all of us, including me. So, the number one thing that you need to do is believe that it's possible for you. Number two, the number two step that you need to do, or the practice that you need to follow, is visualization. Now, let me tell you something very interesting. Our mind has two sides to it. There's a subconscious mind and there's a conscious mind. Our conscious mind is the things that we do in our everyday life. You know, the conscious steps that you take every day, the phone calls you make, and just everything that you do basically on an everyday life. That is your 10% of what your mind controls, and the 90% lies with the subconscious mind, the stuff that you aren't even aware about. For most people, it's true, they don't even know why they're doing certain things. We are so accustomed and trained to now just, you know, just do things without even realizing. Has it ever happened to you? I mean, just doing something without even knowing why you're doing it. That is your subconscious mind talking, and that counts for 90% of your things, and that also includes your belief system, your for people, I don't know, who've had a happy childhood versus a bad childhood, your subconscious mind also plays an important role in the things that you've picked up from there, and really shapes your life instead of what your conscious mind tells you. Now, visualization is a technique to trick your subconscious mind. And the second you hack your subconscious mind, you literally can bend reality. And what I mean by that is, no matter what is happening around you right now, you can trick your mind into believing that that's not your reality, and in turn get what you want. When you start to imagine your ideal reality in your mind, with along with feeling the emotions that it brings with you, it's gonna let your subconscious mind into believing that that is your reality in fact, and not the one that you're actually living. And that is going to create a ripple effect around you in terms of the frequency, in terms of the way that you're feeling, in terms of your aura and your vibe around you. And let all the situations, all the people that need to be in your life to make that happen, all these shifts start to happen. For example, if it's my dream job that I'm looking for, and that's what I want to visualize, I would be closing my eyes and imagining every single little detail of it. What does my job look like? Where am I working? What does my place of work look like? What am I wearing? How are my colleagues? And how do I feel being in that job? The feeling is the most important factor here, because emotion is what I'm asking you to feel, and emotion is nothing but energy in motion. And all you need to do to get anything in your life basically is just feel the energy, is just to set the energy and the tone for it. So visualization is a super powerful technique that you can do every day, to literally get what you want. And the best time to do that is in the mornings when you wake up. The first 15 minutes after you wake up is the time that your mind is at its malleable best, if that makes any sense, which means that whatever you feed your mind during that time, it will absorb it. And that's the best time to sort of visualize and imagine whatever you want, and then let it go instead of obsessing over it the entire day. No, 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 that's not how it works. You need to let it go. All right. Coming to the number three thing, the number three practice, vision boards. Vision board is a very fun and exciting way to tell the universe what your intention really is. Vision boards is something that I've had a lot of success in the past as well. I've had things coming out of my vision board just like I put it in. Um, and I can share that actually in a different video. But what vision board really does for you is it helps you collate all these. For example, if you're creating it in your laptop, you can create a digital version, or you can create a physical board as well by cutting out pictures, which is even more fun. But I don't think we're going to have the time for that. Most of us will not. So when you create a digital collage, all the things that you want in your life in all the areas, you pick up a picture that represents it in the best possible way. That when you look at that picture, it helps you feel the emotions that you're going to feel after you have it. And you put all of these things together in one place, and then you put it at a place where you can see it every single day, because that acts as a reminder for you. And you can be as creative as you want. Some people even add timelines to the goals that they've set for themselves. Some people even add affirmations to the vision board, saying, I am this, or I have this, whatsoever. But personally, I don't like to put timelines to my goals, just because it creates a lot of resistance. I feel when you have a timeline attached to any goal, it sort of pressurizes you, and it makes your mind think and feel that you have to do something in a certain amount of time, and it's not happened yet, it's not happened yet. It's that urgency, and it's the negative urgency that you don't want. So personally, I don't like to put timelines, but you can go ahead and put if you want. And yeah, be as creative as you can and as you want, and put it in at a place that you see it every single day. And every time you see it, you must be feeling emotions of abundance, emotions of the fact that it's already happening in your life, having that faith and belief that this is your job that you've done, and now it's up to the universe to let that happen for you easily and smoothly. But that does not mean that you would not work for it, which comes to the fourth point, which is taking inspired action. You cannot do any of these things without taking an inspired action towards it. You need to take some sort of an action towards achieving whatever you want to. Otherwise, neither are you going to feel productive, neither your vibes are going to be high, because again, when you don't feel productive, you feel low vibe. And that's exactly what's going to prevent you from getting what you want. So even when you're creating a vision board or all these things that I mentioned, you need to take some sort of an inspired action. You cannot think of your dream job and then sit and munch on some snacks watching Netflix and just thinking that it's going to fall in your lap, because that's not what's going to happen. So the inspired action is really, really important aspect of all of these things. Now, coming back to what I was saying earlier, when you look at your vision board, you must be feeling thoughts and emotions of abundance as if it's already happened for you, instead of feeling the lack of it. If you're looking at the vision board and you're only thinking that, okay, this is what I don't have, that's going to put you in a state of lack, which again is going to reduce and lower your frequencies, which you do not want. You want to look at it and you want to just thank the universe, thank the God, whatever you want to call it, for the fact that it's on its way to you. That's the only thing that you want to say, that it is on its way to you, because that's exactly what's going to get it. And it's called as rewiring your brain. Every time you do this, you are again tricking your mind into believing that all of these things are actually coming into your life and they're just on its way. And that's exactly what we want. And coming to the last point, the very important point, the most important point, which is feel good now. Obsessing over something that hasn't happened for you yet is gonna leave you feeling anxious, it's gonna leave you feeling stressed and just not in the present moment. You cannot have anything that you desire if you are living in the past or in the future. Because what I mean by that is the past is gone, the future is yet to come, and the future you are creating right now in this second by the thoughts that you're thinking. Everything that you are thinking right now, every thought that you're putting out in the universe is in fact creating what comes in your future next. And that's exactly why there is no reason to get stressed about it, because you are in charge of it. You are the person responsible. You are the one deciding what happens in your life. And that exactly is what I mean by feel good now. You need to feel that all these things that you want basically have already happened to you. And if that's too hard for you, the best thing that you can think of is the fact that this is the only moment that you have. This is the only state of being that you have right now. And nothing can happen, or nothing can happen for you or come to you if you are in that state of lack, if you are in that state of scarcity. It can only happen for you when you do not attach your happiness to any particular thing. Because guess what? If people started to attach their happiness to certain milestones in life or certain situations in life, I think they'd be happy only for a couple of times, when people are born around them, or when they go to school, or when they graduate, when they get married, when they have kids, or when they retire, and that's it. These are the only big milestones that you can be happy about. And I don't think any of us would want to do that. We attach our happiness to so many things around us, to situations, and we think and we feel that when this happens is when I'm going to get happy. When this happens is when I'm going to feel that sense of happiness. Well, it does not work that way. You need to feel happy right now, unattached to everything around you, unattached to the situation, the external situations around you. You need to do the inner work. It needs to come from within. You know, whatever you're feeling right now needs to come from within and does not have to rely on whatever is happening around you. Is only when that state of mind, that calm in your mind, is going to let everything just, flow into your life. Nothing can happen to you if your mind is cluttered. Things need to your brain needs to, or your mind needs to accept whatever is coming in your life. And if there's no space for it to accept, where is it going to go? Right? So, yeah, that's it. Feel good now. And that was all for all the practices that I had. But I can promise you, if you can do these, and if you do or take inspired action towards all of these things, you are gonna experience things that you've never experienced before. You are gonna feel things that you've never felt before, and you're gonna feel like everything is just happening for you. You know, things are moving for you, people are coming for you, and situations are just happening for you. Of course, you need to do the work, but it's all aligning for you, is what you are going to feel like. And that's exactly what we want. So that was it for this video. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about it, and if you've tried any of these practices, or if you have any success stories to share because of these practices. And yeah, spread the word, share the video with someone that you feel can really make use of it. And we need more and more people just spreading the love around, spreading something that's going to have some positive impact on anyone around you. So do that. And like I said, like I always say, not always, in the first video, like I said, I already feel like I am far ahead in my YouTube journey. Like I said in my first video, drop something nice, drop down something nice in the comment section below. It'll be nice to read something good happening in someone's life. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.